James, you're editing this episode, so take some notes.
You should just like bleep yourself out the whole time.
I'm just gonna be staring at myself the whole time while I'm editing this.
I feel like you're a doer of all things.
Jack of all trades.
Oh! All right, welcome back to another
wow.
episode of We Three Thieves.
Are we rolling that, please?
Brought to you by Lexus, the official auto partner of 100 Thieves, who has graciously gave us this wonderful lounge and allowed We Three Thieves to happen. And we love you, Lexus. Thank you so much. Today I have two returners who have been great and are awesome, and we spent the entire day today. Also, if you've noticed, Peter's hair looks so fantastic. I did that. And yeah, that's it. So, and James, you were my assistant today, so
I was
thank
your assistant, yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Doing good. How are
Good.
you?
Yeah, a little tired.
Yeah, you've been here all day.
Yeah, I just don't sleep that much.
Really? You okay? You want to talk about it?
No, well, it's more just like I read too much manga in bed, and I end up sleeping like 4 to 5 hours.
Okay, so say you're going to bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you open the phone, you're reading manga. From that point to how long is that?
It really depends on what I'm reading. But like last night, I think I read it for like 2 hours.
Oh.
Ish. I'm not sure because the point at which I fall asleep is when the phone hits my face.
And then you're like, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's like it's like okay, now I gotta actually sleep. So yeah.
What? How do you fall asleep?
Honestly, Discord until like I just can't open my eyes anymore.
Oh, you're reading Discord? Or you're messaging on Discord?
I'm on Discord like with my friends, and then there's gonna be a point in the night where I'm just like.
Oh, like you're chilling in call?
I'm chilling in call, yeah.
Wait, like on your bed?
No, I can't do in bed.
So you're on your computer and you're like talking with friends until you're falling asleep.
There's nothing for me to do anymore. It's 2 or 3 a.m. I got work in the morning. I'm just gonna go to bed.
So it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah,
usually.
basically.
But in terms of like how long does it take to fall asleep once you get in bed?
Oh, that's difficult because I instantly get on my phone the moment I get into bed.
Yeah, so like that. So at that point when you open your phone, what are you looking at? I was like, damn, I hope it's not. I mean, you don't have to say what it is.
James is editing the episode.
Screw you, James! Sorry. Sorry. Your future you's gonna see that.
Fuck you, James.
Edit this out.
Edit this. He's leaving all of that in, by the way.
It's gonna backfire.
When I get in bed, I spend most of my nights on like Twitter or TikTok.
Like, how usable is Twitter for you since the changes?
Oh, and the
man.
new changes. Did you guys see that?
Is there no? Oh, you
likes,
can't see likes
is
anymore.
Is that real?
Yeah,
think
it's real.
it is.
It's fully implemented now.
Wait, as in right now?
You cannot go on like my profile, for example, and see what I like.
I heard you could like change the URL and like actually still see likes though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if it still works, but you used to be able to check likes like that.
That's
after the
actually
change.
elite. Wow.
But,
yeah, no,
yeah.
you're definitely right. Ever since like Twitter became more of like, I guess, what Elon does to it, I'm just like, I don't really care anymore.
Wait, so I thought it was like you can't see how many people liked a post. Is that completely?
No,
I misread that.
It's not that.
I was like, damn, that is a change.
You know when you see on someone's profile the like, you can't see what they liked anymore.
Oh, dang.
So we can no longer see the that politicians like, and they don't realize that it's
Wait,
on their like
that
list.
happened?
Oh, it happened multiple times.
That is so embarrassing. Okay, well, glad to know you guys are doing okay, and that life is good, and that you guys are cool still. So we're talking about.
How's life for you, Leslie?
Life is good. Life is good. Been playing some Valerant. I'm so bad at it, and I try to like blend in by like. My goal is like just like everyone in my when I play, it's just like everyone in my lobby has like at least 10 kills, right? Like double-digit kills, and then I'm just trying not to have double the deaths and a single-digit kill. Like that is so unaesthetic. Like, do you know what I mean?
Have you been playing?
So if you end like 9 and 22, you want to die.
Oh, it's so ugly, and it's really noticeable. So as long as if I'm 10 and 20, we're cool. 10, and when I hit 10, I can breathe.
Pressure's off.
Yeah, because that just looks okay. Because from a glance, you're not sticking out. But if you're like when you tab and you're in the single digits,
yeah, you know,
exactly.
Yeah.
I get anxiety there, and that is
it.
me in every one of my games at the moment right now. All my friends are hella good at Valorant. I'm suffering because all my friends have like randomly hella good. You've always been good.
Leslie, I went 2 and 13.
Yeah, but everyone else probably did too, or like 4
No,
and
like
20.
I think the Miyoung was the next person up after, and she was 8 and something. So she had 4 times my kills. I ended 2 and 13. We all have those days.
Bad.
We all have those. Whoa, what the
Well,
I'm trying to cheer you up here.
Yeah, but it is bad. But like that is me.
So it is.
Well, I'm going to lie to him and say no, it's good.
You just said it. All right.
2 and 13 is objectively bad. And I'm just saying we can be better, and I can definitely be better. That's like an off game for you. That's like a pretty like standard game for me.
No, 2 and 13 for you is not a standard game for you.
It depends who the lobby is with. Yesterday I was in an in-house and I was like, oh my god.
To be fair, the ping.
The ping.
Ping makes a huge difference.
I guess the ping.
50 ping.
I
Like,
had 50 ping.
if they're swinging into you all the time, they see you first.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even have a chance? They're cheating.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was bad. I felt like this guilt. Like I felt like it was gonna happen where the other team was gonna look and actually feel bad for me, and then they were gonna like start throwing to make me feel better. Like when I get that.
That's
feeling
the
where-
worst.
When they're
happened
like,
to me.
oh God, Leslie's probably in a bad mood because of her score, and we gotta accommodate for her mood. Let's like give her some kills or something like that. That's when I'm like extra embarrassed. So I knew it was happening, and I was getting all up in my head, and I'm like all quiet, not saying anything. I'm like sweating so hard, checking my sensitivity, like clapping my hands together, like what's wrong with me? Like I'm not even streaming. I'm just like, what is going on? Like that is when I was like, oh, it's so bad. Anyways, besides that, I've been playing a lot of Valorant, taking some time, chilling off the roleplay for a bit. So I'm good overall. I feel like I'm gonna move soon too, so I need to like get my life together. I'm
Big
like
move.
a lot of clutter in my house right now. Like I've been buying a lot. When I'm stressed, I buy things and then I have to declutter. So yesterday I bought a lot of like giveaway stuff because I'm gonna send like, so all that stuff that's getting my mind busy. My cats have been a lot, so I've been shedding. Sorry. I heard that as, shedding.
Okay.
And so like the hair has been bothering me. Feels like I have some allergies. Other than that, everything's been good. Ellem's back in town. We're vibing. The roomies are good. Life's pretty good. Yeah.
I love that.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself that things are good. You know what I mean?
Like they're okay. They're okay.
Okay.
Things
I think
are
right now you're
alright.
probably not like addicted to it, like in love with a game, right? I feel like
Oh, yeah.
I notice this about you when you're not like passionate about a game that you're playing right
I'm
now.
like all right about like I'm like dabbling in every game right now to see like I had a really fun game of Fall Guys the other day, but I'm not gonna grind Fall Guys out. But like damn, it was awesome.
You should just have like a
I
party
loved it.
game like
I do
roulette.
Ooh.
You go from like
gonna be good,
Mario
yeah.
Party to Pommel Party to Fall Guys to
But you can't do that every day.
No. But like once a week is like kind of nice.
Yeah. You know what? Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in the box of what to do when I can't do anything. So, welcome
Welcome.
to We Three Thieves, where we have a couple cool segments, and the first one being, this is for Q&A.
This is not
That's
even
later. The first one being show and tell, and I know that you guys, since you're returners, you definitely actually brought something. And actually, the
did.
thing is,
Yeah.
both of you are the kind of people that would have brought something, and you did in the past, and you've never forgotten.
I forgot once, but I had like something on me that I could bring. So.
You guys have always showed up. You can tell
yeah.
like you're good students, like
Yeah.
in like.
Well, I was actually a terrible student.
But you went to UCSD.
Well, I actually barely graduated. It took me.
Just trying to gas you up, bro.
Well, no, yeah, but like, I'm just trying to say that you could be cool if you're not good at school. That's fine. School's
what
not
I'm
for everyone.
saying.
Oh.
Literally, I changed majors hella late. I graduated late. Like, I wasted my parents' money. I don't even use my degree now. Like,
It was like one of the best. It's like one of the best schools though, like ever.
for like sciences, and I graduated with an arts degree.
Okay, fine. What do you want me to say?
She's trying to gas me up. What I'm trying to say is thank you, Leslie. That was really sick of you.
But you're also an idiot.
I'm an idiot. I'm
But
a dumbass
like, not.
bitch.
I'm speaking for you.
Here's an
I don't think
example.
you're an idiot.
Here's an example of how I'm a stupid ass bitch.
Okay.
I was torrenting Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Doesn't even like Harry Potter. Carry on.
And I left the torrent running on my laptop when I went to school. And then when I opened it, the torrent was still running. And the PC, like the university internet, whatever, they caught that I was torrenting. So like I got called into deans. They checked my grades. My grades were not good. I had to attend like this ethics seminar, and then they had to determine based off an essay that I wrote, like whether I really learned my lesson and whether I would get kicked out of school or not. And that was like the most terrifying like month of my life.
Yeah, that would make sense.
They can tell if you're torrenting on like a laptop, and they'll like trace your laptop to you or your student ID or something.
That happened to me here also. When I went to Europe, I turned my hotspot on for a friend that didn't have Wi-Fi. But apparently someone connected to my hotspot because I didn't have a password because I'm dumb. And then someone downloaded like a bunch of like European, German films, whatever, under my name. And then when I got back here, I think AT&T got mad at us and banned me from the Wi-Fi.
What?
So I don't have Wi-Fi when I come into this office now.
Damn, that's crazy.
That actually sucks.
That does suck.
So you're just like banned off of all AT&T Wi-Fi?
Not all AT&T Wi-Fi, specifically 100T. So anytime I get to the building, I'm just like,
You can't really blame them though, you know what I mean? How do they know? How do they know it wasn't you?
Hey, at least it wasn't
could've
like
been you.
illegal shit, or like. Anyway, moving on.
Well, okay, so
anyways,
for show and tell, yeah, bring out your items. Let's hear it from you first, James.
oh, lovely. So on the drive here, I forgot my item, but then I remembered
You went back home.
I didn't go back home. In my dash thing, I have a CD from Nancy Sinatra, The reason why is
These
because
boots are made for
walking.
walking. Wait, are you the reason why we've been singing that song?
yes, because I pulled out this as my like item when we arrived, and you were like, "Oh, sick!" You started singing the song, and then yeah.
No, that did not happen.
Then why did you start singing the song? I have a 1966 Boots album from Nancy Sinatra.
This is from 1966?
No, I just stole it from a store. I didn't steal it. I don't know why I said.
What the f are you doing? What are you doing?
I took it from a store.
We're not okay today, I feel like. We're
James,
not okay.
Why would you say that? Did you steal it?
I didn't steal it. I got it from a.
Then why would you say that you stole it? Why did you use that word?
It made for funny conversation.
Yeah? Yeah, you sure you didn't steal it?
I didn't
So
I'm
steal
you
starting to
bought
think
it.
that he downloaded that illegal
I
of himself.
didn't.
Get him off the Wi-Fi everywhere.
I got it from
not
Amoeba
too
Music
big.
in Hollywood, just because it was the only CD there, and I'm like,
I stole it from
kinda
the
cool.
store.
I don't know why I said steal. It made no sense at all. It didn't. I don't. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why. I call it my good luck CD. So like whenever I'm in the car with my friends and they're like talking about something, I'm like, don't worry, I got my good luck Nancy Sinatra CD, and they're like, what are you talking about? It's fun for me, but like it just confuses.
It's like an inside joke where you're the only one in on it.
Exactly, and that's what I love. On Discord, I'm usually the one that laughs, and the entire call just goes quiet. So.
Do your friends like you?
All right, well, thank you for sharing your lucky Nancy Sinatra Boots album that you stole.
Didn't steal it.
All right, Peter, what do you bring for the class?
Well, I'm friends with singer-songwriter, streamer extraordinaire, Lily Pichu. And she's really cool. And
She's pretty cool.
when our birthday rolls around, sometimes she'll make us creative gifts. She made me this
Wow.
howl of me and my 2 cats a few years back. Yeah, and
love
That's really
I really
cool.
love it. And I, was conflicted whether to actually use it for its intended purpose, and decided, yeah, I will. So this is my hand towel. I dry my hands.
I use mine
After
too
with
a
this
lot.
towel.
I use it felt wrong. I use mine as a foot, like outside my shower. But like, I mean, Lily intended it to be used,
Yeah.
And this is so damn cute.
That's really cool.
And I thought it was hella cute. And I really like it. I don't actually have a lot of. I'm not a very sentimental person, so I don't really keep a lot of. But that was like one of the things that I really treasured that I got from Lily. I'm actually really sad because the first birthday gift she ever got me was a shirt that said "White People Happy" on it, and it was the "White
I
People Happy"
remember
emote.
it.
But it was my cat Peepo.
Yeah.
And I lost that shirt because I used a laundry service that does your clothes and delivers it. Some fucking homeless person came and stole it.
Yeah.
It stole all my fucking
I
clothes.
remember this. It was horrible.
And then they also broke into our mailbox and stole my credit card and tried to buy $600 worth of from Walmart. Anyway, that was a whole fucking nightmare. But yeah, somewhere out there, someone has my "White People Happy" Lily Peachy
You wore it all the
t-shirt,
time.
And I hope that person trips and falls onto a spike and dies. In Minecraft.
I brought for my show and tell a can of soup.
Okay.
This is the savory chicken and wild rice one. It's not sponsored. Okay, so I love this soup. First of all, I still drink this soup. It's great cold. So in college, I didn't have a microwave, and I would just go through these, and I would drink them cold. My roommate, Manoush, thought I was literally crazy. She's like, you can't just drink that cold. And I was like, and I can, and I'm doing it. So I literally just drink it cold.
I'm upset that you're saying you are drinking soup. I don't know. Something about that just feels wrong to
What do
me.
you mean?
You
Drinking-
eat soup, right?
You drink soup.
Are you
Wait,
chewing your
wait.
soup?
I'm gonna drink some soup. Well, you're like you eat. I'm eating soup. I'm drinking soup.
No. Eat.
What the
I don't know.
hell?
Okay, so there were those like.
If it's chunky,
Yeah, it depends on the
You gotta
texture. Okay, if it's
if it's like a tomato bisque
Yeah.
or something,
then you drink.
you drink.
But even then, I would say like.
Well, this is chunky, and I would drink this.
Well, then that makes that's the complete opposite.
I don't need a spoon for this.
What?
If
Are
I'm,
you?
if I'm, I
Were
would.
you
pre-
on your homeless arc? Or something?
I would.
Like,
No, this is bomb. Okay, and anyone who wants to try it, well, I guess I could give samples later. But so my mom got me hooked on this when I was young. We'd have a cabinet in our kitchen, and I would open it, and it would just be lined with Progresso soups. And I was like, and so I got really used to eating these all the time. And then in college, I was like, where's the Progresso soup? So I went to the store, and I would always put Progresso soup, but I didn't want to. I lived in a sorority house at the time, so I don't want to go down the fucking stairs to the kitchen, microwave the soup just to walk it up and potentially spill it all over myself and get burns. Like, nah. So I got used to drinking cold Progresso soup, and then now I buy it still, but I do heat it up. I have a microwave. So this is like my go-to, like, it's my go-to, like, I'm really hungry, don't want to, like, wait for food, after stream, afternoon thing. It's only got 190 calories in the whole thing.
It's not bad.
It's not
That's
bad at
like,
all. That's not
this
bad
is
at
like
all.
a necessary struggle meal.
No, but the thing is,
Like, just heat up the fucking soup.
I
Leslie.
made it. I heated it up for Tina, right? And like, I'm like, do you guys like want some soup? And they're like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And then Tina's like, that's like weirdly delicious. Like, that's like actually
No,
good.
but it's just like,
I think we can establish that I did not expect her to pull out a can of soup as her item.
I do know, but it has lore to it.
I know,
No,
and I love that.
I love that you did that.
Yeah, it's like I drink
This
it
is
as
a very
kid,
Leslie
I
item
drink
to
it in
bring.
college, and I still drink. It's like my soup of all my life that like can be shared, and you can share this with me anywhere you go.
Wait, so
Memories.
when you were in the kitchen and just thinking like, what should you bring?
No, I was looking around the house, and I first initially bought a Hannah Montana CD with a Avril Lavigne like.
Didn't you already
yes,
bring that? And we
yes.
had that Avril Lavigne thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I've already brought that, I think. So I'm like, I can't bring that. But just in case I didn't,
Yeah.
and I thought I brought it, I'm gonna put it in there. And then I saw the soups, and I'm like, would they judge me for bringing a soup? I'm like, no, because there's lore to this soup.
think
It's not like some random Campbell's chunky chicken noodle soup, which is bomb. By
The
the
lore
way.
helps out a lot.
I mean,
delicious. This
you
is-
had the best story. Like that. This was the best story of the. Like you outdid us. You outshined us with that can of soup. What can I say?
100%.
It's yummy,
The
and
cold
that's all I
soup
can
challenge.
say. That's all I wanted to say. That brings us to well, thank you for sharing, and thank you for bringing your CD.
Thank you for sharing. That's
Oh,
great.
thank
was
you,
great.
and thank
I
you for
love
bringing
that.
your towel. I really, that was nice stories, and I always feel a little closer to everybody after the show and tell segment.
So if I gave you like a 12-pack of that specific soup for like your birthday, you'd be like, oh my god.
I like the cream corn chowder.
Wait, so it wasn't just that soup?
It was
You would eat other soups cold?
yes, but this is the best cold, and I'm a sucker for wild
Wait,
rice.
how many different Progresso soups have you eaten cold?
A billion. Okay, the
Wait.
chicken noodle. This one goes crazy.
Leslie.
This is by far the best. The creamy corn.
Leslie, I'm not
chowder is
exaggerating.
So damn good.
Can I come over once
Yeah.
and bring like 20 cans of soup?
I already
and
have
then-
literally right now. I've got a pyramid of these.
No, I want you to like rank them on stream.
I could rank them. Cream corn.
Soup tier list.
Yeah, I could.
Like, but cold specifically.
I think I probably only have like 4 or 5 of them cold.
But that's the great thing.
I
You're
can't
gonna
give you
you're
cold.
gonna try like 15 more cold for the
Yeah.
first time.
Oh, I'm down. Oh, that's fun.
That would be fun.
Wait, are we only doing Progresso? Because I can do Dinty more as well.
No, let's wait. What?
I
Are you on a Campbell's blacklist or something?
I like Campbell's too, but I love this and Dinty Moore beef stew, and the dumplings goes crazy. The dumplings, you guys have that one?
Mm-hmm.
And they're really good for school because you can just pop them open in the small little
Yeah.
mini Dinty Moore's. And you love
I grew up with Dinty Moore.
the cold beef stew.
I found that to be too. Like, I didn't have them cold though. I hated them up. I'm not a fucking psychopath.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
What if you didn't have a microwave? Are
Then
you
I
kidding?
wouldn't bring it to school to eat.
Insane. You don't need it. Trust me, the cold goes crazy.
Listen, what I mean, I'm a Campbell's chunky soup man myself
You know
personally.
what? We'll do a
Agreed.
soup tier list.
I'm down,
You wanna
but
do
like,
that?
can my tier list be like heated up and yours is cold?
Fine, but I do want you to try cold.
I'll try cold. I
Okay,
promise I'll try it cold.
Because I think don't knock it till you try it.
I
Don't knock it till you try it.
promise I'll try it cold. I'm gonna bring over like 60 cans of soup, and we're just gonna taste test them.
All right, context to your contact, everybody.
Leslie, you're just
Our favorite
Leslie,
segment.
you're just my favorite person to have ever existed. I just want to let you know I'm glad I was born in the Leslie Fu era. Is all I'm gonna say. Truly.
Cold soup, everybody. Okay. I'm just saying it's good stuff.
No, I'm 100% taking, but like, I'm just glad that you had those life experiences so I can know now.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's good because if there's ever a zombie apocalypse or anything, we can go to the stores and you know how everyone's gonna run for all the Neosporin and we're going straight
Leslie,
to the
respectfully,
Progresso soups. Yeah.
you were the last person I want to be with during a zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
Even after this, like my knowledge of
No,
like
but now I have that knowledge. I'm not gonna be in the soup can like, oh my god, I don't know which one to take first.
Well, now
oh
you
god, the
know.
zombies are coming.
So
The chicken and wild rice. What did she say about the split pea?
Don't get that one. Don't
so
get that
good.
one. But yeah, I mean, canned soups would be like my first to go to because also the storage of them is like you don't need to put them anywhere. It's just like there. They're room temperature, and then you eat them room temperature or cold or whatever. Or like you could stick them in a microwave, which is great. I do. By the way, I'm not a barbarian. Like I love heated soup. Like, can I explain that my preference is hot soup? When I'm at home, I heat it up. But when I didn't have access to a microwave or my social anxiety was up here and the sorority girls were down here, I'm not about to go, hi, sorry, I'm gonna use the microwave. Stand there for 2 minutes awkwardly because I'm not gonna walk up and walk back down. And I'm like, so what classes are you taking? You know, so I'm not doing that.
I don't know. I'd like to think that you go to like Panera Bread,
I
get the
love
soup, you get the soup from there, and then you throw it in the fridge, and then like you cool it down. It's like, oh, perfect, cool, perfect
No.
temperature.
I'm glad you specified to the audience that you do drink soup when it's hot.
Yes, my preference is still normal. Like I love hot soup. I love scalding hot soup, in fact.
I know, but it's just so funny how defensive you were about the cold soup.
Yeah.
We understand, but it's so funny.
Okay, well, maybe after we could all share that. That would be kind of crazy. Can we like cut in like behind the scenes footage?
Honestly, I'm down.
Yay!
Bring in a spoon. Let's do it.
That's fun. Okay. All right. Okay. The next segment of We Three Thieves is context to my contacts. So you can go on Discord, you can go on your phone, whatever you want, and just we're gonna, honestly, you just randomize one, and just pick it. Whoa! What the heck? This is a random ass group. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Look where I landed.
Wait. Who am I looking at? There's like
I'm
a
looking
bunch
at
of
you.
them. Well, how am I supposed to
oh.
know that I'm looking at you?
Oh, sorry.
Like, there's a whole
Sorry.
list of
Sorry. I thought I was like playing with my index finger.
Oh, well, that person's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna use my phone contacts list, I think. I'm gonna actually do random.
Yeah, me too.
This person. Nah, I don't really like that person. Oh my God, okay, I have one.
Can I see?
Well, I don't know if you know him, my old landlord. I'm gonna go with Nigel.
Okay.
We do not like Nigel.
Oh, sick.
Yo, cold soup sharing. And so make sure to get and think about being in college, you know what I mean? Like, this is like.
I dropped out.
Okay. Cheers, and get some of the rice. Make sure you get rice.
Get a little bit of everything. Get the
Get
perfect
the
bite.
chicken. Get the
Get the
chicken.
perfect
Honestly,
bite.
you're
Alright, well, that's a
that's a
good-
no. That's bad.
What?
You have all carrots in yours.
Too much carrot.
But I like carrots.
dumb.
So what?
Baby.
Okay. Did you just say I'm baby?
You know you're gonna see yourself in that because you're editing this
I
video,
know.
right? Like this is.
Here.
Oh.
Make sure not to spill it.
You just spilled all over
That
this.
that wasn't me.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Okay, that's a good spoon. All right,
this is
cheers,
good.
everybody.
All right,
Okay,
cheers.
ready?
I wanna spill it. Yeah, cheers.
Bomb, bro. Tell me that's not good. Like you're hungry.
It's not bad, but it's also not good.
Like it just.
I very strongly taste the metal of the can. And I feel like when you heat it up, you don't taste that as much, probably.
Yeah, probably.
It tastes like metal, and like what I'm tasting is chicken broth, metal,
You just spilled it.
and like unseasoned dry chicken.
This is the reduced sodium version. So the flavor is not being done justice. I want people to know that. Hey, he's going in for seconds. He loves it. Okay, I'm gonna give context to my contact. The one I landed on is Nigel. And Nigel sucks, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Nigel.
Who is Nigel?
All my homies hate Nigel.
No, he's my old landlord that was like cool at first, like a little too cool actually. Like, dude, Nigel's the homie, and he's like, anything you need, spider need taken care of, do this, do that, I'll take care of it. So we have, oh, sink's broken, hey Nigel, come over. Nigel comes over, blah, blah, blah. Okay, over the time, Nigel starts getting a little too like, hey, cool like kind of cool with us. Like, for example, we're hosting a party, and we're like, hey, friends are coming over. He's like, hey, and he sees us bringing like drinks back, and he's like, you having a party tonight? We're like, yeah. He's like, can I come? And I'm like, what are you gonna say to your landlord? Like, no, you can't come to my party? And I was like, yeah, sure, come on. I'm like, no, he's not. He's like kidding. He literally shows up to the party, and he's like, hey, what's up? And he's there, okay? He gets wasted at my party, okay, in my apartment that he owns, okay? And then like proceeds to like smack my butt in the middle of the party. And I'm like, dude, yeah, dude, no. And he's old, really old. I run to Kimmy and I'm like, yo, Kimmy, like Nigel just like did that. And she's like, what the, okay, anyways, so he leaves, he's like really drunk. I'm like, thanks for coming, Nigel, goodbye. And I just like think nothing of it. Later, I have bed bugs, okay? This is like fast forward a bit. I have bed bugs, and I'm like, he said he would deal with anything. I gotta let him know immediately. So I'm like, Nigel, don't want to freak you out, but like there's bed bugs in my bed. I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, haha, you could crash on my couch. Bed bugs aren't gonna be the only thing biting you.
Wow.
When I look and I said, yo, Kimmy, can I show you this? And she's like, call the police immediately. Call the police. And I was like, no. Like, he's just like, but I sent a very, very stern message to him and I said, Nigel, this is absolutely inappropriate. You are my landlord. I'm extremely uncomfortable by this. If you do this ever again, I will call the police. And after that, he's like, I'm so sorry. After that, I never, like, we saw him. He's just like, hello. I'm like, hi. He was like so friendly. Anyways, just the worst landlord of all time, just like creepy, made unnecessary comments, had kids that were my age. It was extra weird. We like met his kids before and they were like, I was like, oh wow, you could be like my classmate. So anyways, that's the story of Nigel. He sucks and I still hope he's doing well. But like, God, get it together,
That's
dude.
bad.
Get it
That's
together.
really
bad.
And you're
So-
lucky I didn't call it.
That's
police
so
up.
fucking inappropriate.
I know,
What
dude.
the
I'm like, why are you coming to my parties? Why are you getting wasted? And why are you smacking my butt? Go away.
Yeah, I didn't even realize like how much older is he? Then
Bro was like 50 or 60.
or 60, yeah.
yeah, that's
Like, he's old. He's like an old Australian dude. Anyways, we don't like Nigel.
bad.
That's who I landed on. Sometimes it's a good one. Sometimes you get a bad egg.
How do you land on him out of all people?
I was
That's
scrolling
bad. I know,
random.
but that's
I'm like, "Phew,"
insane.
And I'm like, well, I do know who Nigel is. Carry on. Maybe you have a better one.
I mean, yeah, mine is cool. It kind of landed on Zed. Yeah.
You got his number like that?
No, we're
Shit.
Discord friends. I went through my Discord this time.
You got his Discord like that?
Yeah, but our only interaction was he messaged me in June 17th, 2020, almost 4 years ago, saying, hey, want to play for Valerant? And I said, oh, I'm playing Minecraft with some friends. Next time, though.
Wow.
And he said, oh, okay, next time then.
Last message.
That was our entire exchange.
Fumble.
But I've seen him like multiple times, like in person since. But
He's
yeah.
a real one. He's really cool.
He's actually a super nice guy. Super nice guy. And
Such an
what? Am I being weird? Oh, she eating the soup? Okay.
Oh.
No.
I was like, wait, am I being cringe right
didn't
now?
even
Okay.
notice.
No, Zed is actually such a nice person,
Yeah,
and
he's-
he like makes time for like I'm such a fan, and he's like yo, if you're coming to the show, got tickets, come backstage, stand on the stage. Here's some extra stuff for your friends here, and then he has his photographer come over, take a photo, and then like he sends the photo. Like I'm like, you actually took the time to like send the photo
Yeah.
of that we took.
In terms of like fame versus ego, he's like one of the most humble people of like that level of success that I've ever met.
It also helps that he's a gamer, so
Yeah.
he streams for fun. So he probably sees like, oh, these guys like game.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of a flip thing. Whereas like what he does is like now his work, where it's like, whoa, and like a bunch of gamers want to be DJs, and he's like a DJ who's like kind of turned streamer. And he's like randomly like immortal, and you're like, okay.
Oh, he's fucking cracked at Valorant, by the way. Yeah, super nice guy. He also had this really random but fun like interaction with Anita. Like we went to Disneyland together.
Wait, I was there with
Yeah,
you.
you were there.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was talking about how much he loved pickles. And then he was just like talking about how much he fucking loved pickles with Anita. And Anita was like, wow, that was the most surreal experience I've ever had, is that I talked to Zed about pickles.
That was
Yeah.
the first thing I said to him. I
Yeah.
was like, hey, I was like trying to be really cool. But I ended up like dodging him because I was like, oh my God, Zed's right there. So I was like, I have to introduce myself. So I went over and I was like, oh my God, I love you so much. I was listening to your Rude remix on the way here. Why you gotta be so rude? And he's like, oh really? And then he's like, want a pickle? He just had pickles.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this guy loves his pickles.
Yeah, he was like really trying to offer up the pickle. So yeah, I mean, that was cool.
He was asking, he was like, can you rate the pickle on like the bite, the flavor? Like he had like a you know, a
Like criteria list. Like,
Criteria.
he really like was super into that Disneyland pickle. It was crazy.
I love that.
So
he's a good dude.
good dude.
Zed better than Nigel so far.
For sure.
I landed on Will Neff.
Will Neff.
What a guy.
Neff.
What a
The
guy.
goat.
What a man.
Both Will, Caroline, my favorite people ever.
Damn. Okay. So we'll just go
Chop liver.
My bad.
Fuck us, right,
My
guys?
bad. Will's one of those people that have like sat down and talked to me just about like what do I want to do with my future, stuff like that. He's a very like influential and just I love everything
I've done
that he
that
does.
too.
Well, you have.
No, it's
you
fine. It's
have,
fine.
you
No.
have.
Okay, carry on.
Don't compare yourself to
I
Will
won't.
Neff.
I won't. You're right.
Alright.
Because that's not going anywhere good. I hate him. Okay, go ahead.
Wow.
He's just good at everything. It pisses me off. Okay,
He's a
carry on.
rock star.
And he's just so funny and like charismatic and good at everything.
One of the best storytellers I know.
Ever.
He also just streams whatever he wants. Like I remember he streamed like a whole season of Survivor just because he wanted to, you know, get invested.
Those
in the
were some
characters, stuff
banger
like
fucking streams.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
A literal superstar.
I love that
Great
he
guy.
just unabashedly loves what he loves. He just loves it.
How's the soup?
How's it,
Dude, you're almost done with the fucking can.
It's taking me back to college. This isn't weird though.
I mean, it's
Like my roommate Miang eats like cereal. Like she eats like Frosted Flakes like soggy and then puts it in a ball and then like eats the ball. Right, that is like to be studied, like weird.
That doesn't make sense.
And I feel like the way you guys are like, oh wow, she's eating cold soup, like it's like, what the hell? But I'm like, this is very like normal.
I think it's just funny. You pulled the can out of nowhere, and then now you're just eating it, and now you're half.
I feel like you wanted an excuse to eat cold soup during the shoot.
It makes me feel homey.
Okay.
All right, what else we got? Oh yeah, thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you too. We have our final.
You're fucking welcome, Leslie. You are fucking welcome.
We have our final
The
segment.
fact I'm editing this, I'm gonna have to just watch her eat soup.
Wait till you hear it.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, scares in his eyes. Okay,
Can you do the
James.
extended soup cut, like just a version of
No,
this
no,
where
no,
she's
no, no.
just
James,
eating
you gotta
soup?
take out the slurps. I forgot that there's a mic right here.
Okay.
It's the scraping of the can.
Oh please, make it sound
You'll be
cool.
fine, you'll be
Make
fine.
it sound cool.
Soup cut,
Soup cut. All right. Welcome to the Q&A portion. Okay, sorry, is that unaesthetic?
What? No,
Don't cut yourself.
I was
Okay.
cleaning it. We're fine. We're fine.
All right, most
There's
embarrassing.
so much soup on the table.
So now, thank you for sharing. We're on our final segment, which is one of my favorite segments. A good old Q&A. Can't go wrong with a Q&A. Most embarrassing moment since joining 100 Thieves? Asked Bearducator from Instagram.
When I did a TBH episode with Matt, and it was kind of like the first one-on-one sit-down with him, I guess. Immediately after it ended, he said to me, "Brother, you gotta put some deodorant on." And I'm like, wow. And the
Wait.
entire room's just laughing. I'm like, oh my God. And so we left, and then,
You don't smell bad.
well, that's because that was the one day I didn't put deodorant on.
Oh.
I remember going to Autumn, our editor, and I'm just like, hey, can you please just get rid of that footage? It doesn't exist, okay? And she's like, got it. So shout out Autumn for that.
No,
but-
you should have
No,
included
wait,
it.
Autumn.
No, because that was the one thing where I'm like, oh my God, that is bad. That is really bad. And I didn't want it to become like
A thing.
a thing. So I'm glad it wasn't.
No, it's so funny.
And,
oh no.
Like, another time where that happened where luckily during my Carl Jacobs episode, I forgot to put some on. But before the episode started filming, I went into the bathroom and took like the dish soap and I'm just doing this. And then I got ready for the episode. I'm like, all right, let's do this. So, yeah.
Damn, I don't know if you could have tortured that info out of
I
me,
was
bro.
gonna say,
Yeah.
To be honest.
holy crap, he's doing the whole hand motion.
It's 3 years ago, so I'm comfortable saying it now, but like that era was like, wow. It hit like a nerve in my it kind of upset me, I'm not gonna lie. Thanks, Matt.
Embarrassing. Okay, Peter.
Okay, I don't know if this technically counts because this is while I was about to join 100 Thieves, but we were shooting my video for like my introduction, my announcement video, and honestly, like being in that fucking mermaid costume on the couch and being like seduced by Will Neff was yeah, man, I just really didn't want that particular scene out there, but I knew it would make the announcement video more funny. But yeah, like my fucking belly was just out there, bro. So that was up there for pretty embarrassing. I don't think there was that much embarrassing shit that I've done since.
That's fair. I mean, if you were embarrassed by it, then like, I honestly can't think of one. Like, I know that I've had embarrassing moments, but I'm like, you know, maybe it's this. Maybe they should have been embarrassing, but because I wasn't embarrassed by them, they're no longer embarrassing. Because as a streamer, I feel like
You have no sense of shame.
you can't have a sense of shame almost. Like, you can, absolutely. You know, but you, for me, like, so much of me has been out there that, like,
It's not embarrassing to you.
I'm like, I just have to accept it. Like if I trip and fall, I'll say it. My first thought is not embarrassment. Like, my first thought is just like, am I hurt? But like, other than that, was it funny? At least did someone film it? Because I'm like maybe initially, like my very first instinct is like, oh my God, that was it. Like, that's a little embarrassing. But before, as a kid, like I remember running like through the school hallways and like I had a giant lunchbox on top of a wheelie and I like tripped it and like I flew on my back and laid in my lunchbox and flying and the principal was over me like going, "Are you okay, sweetheart?" And I'm like, this is the worst moment of my whole life. like Oh my God, my
Oh
life
my
is
God, my
over.
cold soup, it's everywhere.
I wasn't drinking cold soup by that, but I had a thermos. I was known as Lunchbox Girl because I had a little like blue lunchbox this big. That's embarrassing. But like now I'm like trying to think like didn't Johnny have 300 Thieves like I mean maybe like I can't think of like one single moment like in a video where I was like embarrassed.
That's good though.
Is that good?
I would say so.
Well, I would say probably like the most embarrassing things that have happened before you joined 100 Thieves, right?
Are you saying there's something I should be embarrassed by that happened before 100 Thieves?
No.
I mean, definitely embarrassing things have happened, but I'm like struggling to remember them. And maybe that's because I've changed the mindset I see it in. Maybe it's not so embarrassing.
Yeah, you're free from the shackles of shame.
That's a good way to put it.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Leslie, free from the shackles of shame, foo. That's a good name, username.
I
Free
still
from the
like
shackles of
Leslie
shame.
cold soup foo.
Maybe I was a bit embarrassed when I was shamed for my love for cold soup, and that's awesome.
We're not shaming you, by the way.
No.
We just
We think it's funny.
We think it's funny.
It's not something to be
Yeah.
embarrassed over.
Thank you so much.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things that makes you like unique, Leslie, and that's what we love about it.
that's just like a fooism.
I don't know if that was a good idea to bring this to show and tell.
No, this is
It's
fine.
great.
Okay, fine.
Now it's like it feels like a metaphor.
Cold soup?
Yeah. I don't know what the metaphor is, but it's like it
It
represents
definitely
something
has a
now.
deeper meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does. Don't conform to society.
Nathan's laughing at the soup, like in the mic.
Make sure it doesn't go on your shirt.
It's already too late. It's on my pants and my shirt. Okay. Oh my God. Right. More questions. I totally forgot. If you could go pro in any esport, what would it be? From Corey Raw.
You made a frowny face. Do you not like that question?
I mean, I'm not going pro in any esport.
No, but let's say you were
Good,
like,
though.
let's say you're okay. How about the question is like, if you were suddenly good enough to be pro at any game, what game would it be?
Oh.
I think that's the
I think-
spirit of the question.
Yeah.
What's the coolest game to be pro in? Valorant? Counter-Strike? What are like the cool, the cool kids? What are they pro in? I feel like Valorant. Like I feel like
I think Valerant.
I think mainstream appeal would probably be Valorant.
maybe Valor for me. What about you guys?
Tekken, or like a fighting game. I think Tekken though.
Why Tekken?
Tekken, I just think is like a really cool fighting game, and I think the idea that like it's like a one-on-one thing, so it's not like a team thing. It's like you are the
You.
best, not your
Ooh.
team. You are the fucking best. I think that would be really cool. You know? And like I think fighting games are really easy to watch in terms of like esports because it's just like two dudes beating the shit out of each other essentially, and like you don't really need to know what's going on. You just know like, oh, this is hype, right? And yeah, I think that would be sick. And I've seen like a lot of like esports fighting game moments that are super fucking hype for games like I've never even heard of, and like you watch it, it's like, oh shit, that looks fucking sick.
True.
So like I think that would be cool. I think Tekken would be cool.
What about you, James?
GeoGuessr.
All right, which one?
Idaho. Just the vibe overall.
Vibe is Idaho? How do you say the vibe is Idaho?
They throw like tournaments around the world of just like, one-on-one like GeoGuessr pros going against each other. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with maps. Like I'm on Google Maps for like so many hours out of the day.
He was literally playing GeoGuessr before the shoot.
Last time I was playing GeoGuessr, and I think you had it up.
I just love watching those tournaments. I love like with my friends on Discord just playing against them and stuff like that.
Do you
So-
memorize flags?
Flags is kind of the most difficult thing, but like license plates is one that I keep in mind.
I think it's genuinely cool. Like when I was like, there's a period where I was like interested in getting better at GeoGuessr, and there's like all these like tutorials and like here's like the most useful things. Like the best thing you can learn is like map if you know every flag, because you can like find the flags, blah blah blah. Or if you know, I'm like, oh, this is way too much. But I think GeoGuessr is pretty cool.
I love it, especially like I'm trying my best to like memorize like road lines, like the difference between like Norway, Sweden, Finland. Like it's stuff like that that just makes it fun for me. So I don't know. In an alternate world, I'm a pro.
Also, I changed my answer. I think I would want to be like randomly hella good at Super Smash Bros.
that would be
like-
sick.
That's cool.
Like I'm not playing pro in it, but I'm that
What
damn
character?
good. Something like really respected. Like at the party, I pull it out and they're like, damn, but like I don't even try. That's where I want to be, but I'll never be there. But like I want to be like just like effortlessly awesome at one of the hardest Smash Bros characters, and then like I don't even play it as a career. I just am known to be the best who doesn't even care. Damn, that would be sick.
That's kind of cool.
They're like effortlessly cool.
Effortlessly cool. But yeah,
Got
that's
it.
not my reality, unfortunately.
That effortless Riz.
Exactly. If you could choose one career path outside of gaming, what would it be? Made in 8bre from IG. Thank you so much. What would you guys pick?
Oh gosh.
One career path. Mine would be teaching, I think. That's what I wanted to do beforehand. And I love the idea of like creating a syllabus and like creating a fun lesson plan with fun activities and seeing kids like not be bored, but then maybe they would be bored and I'd be like really hurt. I wouldn't like that. But like I would try to like, I don't know, just the idea of like, I liked school a lot. So, and when I had a great teacher, I couldn't get enough of like that class. I'd get excited for a class. So I think teaching, yeah.
There's that part of me that like always wishes I could like direct or write something, but then there's that other part of me that's very introverted, and so I'm just kind of like, I keep to myself a lot. I don't know, the videos that you've seen me make and stuff like that, like that's one of my favorite things to do. I don't do it a lot, which is like something I kind of like, I don't want to say punch myself over, but like, it's just, I kind of wish I made that more of a habit, but I just don't. But I think overall, just like being able to write, yeah, that's definitely something. So it's something to do with film.
Ooh, I just had a flash forward to the future, and like in 50 years, we're like, there's like some Academy Award you're winning for like Best Director, and then we're watching like old clips of you as a kid talking about your future, and that was one of them.
And you look exactly the same.
Thanks, Peter.
I'm sorry, like I
That was
think
great, that was
JHB
great.
in 20 years looks exactly the same as JHB now, which is
I
a
kind
good
of
thing,
agree.
but
No,
which
I
is a
kind
good
of
thing.
agree.
I completely get
totally understand that.
No.
Yeah, we believe in you.
Well, thank
We
you,
do.
thank you.
I do.
All right, Peter, what about you? What one career choice?
I think food content, actually. I really, really, really like food content, like cooking, eating, or was it like was reality TV shows, Top Chef, Master Chef, or like stuff like even like TikToks, people cooking stuff at home, or just like going out, eating, rating foods. I think something in that regard. I just love food content. I love food, so like I think that always really cool. But like, I don't really know how much I would be able to do. Like I went to this restaurant in f***ing Los Angeles, and like you know like they do all the jump cuts and they're eating the food and they're like rolling their eyes and shit.
Yeah.
Like I feel like my reactions aren't that dramatic, so I feel like I don't know if it would be that appealing, you know. So I don't know, but I like the idea of it.
I think when you're filming in a public setting, the one thing that's always helped is just voiceovers, realistically.
But I also like the idea of just like eating food in your car and just reviewing it, which is what like a lot of people f***ing do.
Dude,
so.
I noticed a lot of people just make car content now, and I'm like, I totally get that because you're in your car, you feel safe, you can talk as loud as you want.
Yeah.
You're kind of like if you're in a parking lot, you could eat in your car, you could sing in your car. I noticed a lot of TikTokers be like singing in their cars. A lot of them just be like yapping about something in their car, and I kind of like I totally get that. And like I used to like do like like a lot of people used to like car vlogs or whatever just from your car because the comfort of like nobody staring at you is actually awesome. Even in your car, you're like I think people are staring at me. But yeah, you know what? Why don't you do it? Why don't you do a little more?
I don't have a car right now.
Okay, well why don't you get a car and go eat in your car?
Would you do a food eating thing with me?
I would do anything with you, Peter. Look, I feel like people don't ask each other enough. But if you're like, yo, wanna eat on stream with me next week? I'm ordering this, and this. Here's the plan. I'm there. I'll show up.
Dope. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow on my stream, eating stream.
Well,
Leslie's gonna be there.
Provide the food, and I'm there.
Soup tier list.
7 a.m.
Okay, not 7 a.m. It has to be from like 2 to 7 p.m. start time. And then after that, we can go. Because I need to sleep by 11:30, but I've been trying to squeeze in Vampire Diaries at 9. I'm going to do a really good episode. So, yeah, we're there.
I'm starting to cook more, though.
Really?
Yeah, I made kimchi jjigae for the first time recently. It actually turned out really good.
Oh.
Like, I don't try to, like, toot my own horn with this shit, but, like, I thought it was going to be inedible because it was going to be the first time I ever tried it. And I made my own anchovy stock and everything, and I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. But it was good. It was really good. And then I made, kimchi fried rice with some of the leftovers. So I was like, dude, I'm cooking, brother.
He's on his way to the food content. More food content from Peter in 2024 and 2025. You heard it here first. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for being on We Three Thieves. That is going to conclude our show because, that's it. We've been yapping a lot. We've been eating a lot of cold soup. We've been sharing a lot of stuff. And if you guys liked it, you can be part of the Q&A section as well by submitting any questions to wherever there's social media. Well, all of these are from Instagram, so I'm starting to think that you want to ask on Instagram. But
That's just because I pulled the Instagram ones.
Okay, well.
Hit up our socials with the questions that you want to ask, and then
Tag JHB on Twitter like 15 times.
just pray that James happens to read those questions from that specific social site.
Yeah.
My bad.
But wherever 100 Thieves has socials, hit us up there for some Q&A. And until then, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Eat cold soup.